Esperanza TV presents Taste and See. The story for today, Our Son, Our Miracle.
My name is Israel Garcia, and I live in Dover, Delaware. I have 3 children, but it was with the birth of my youngest that my life changed completely. He was born premature at just 25 weeks of gestation. And he was born prematurely, weighing 1 pound and 9 ounces. I could hold him in the palm of my hand. That proves just how tiny he was, and the chances of survival were very slim. In fact, they told us it was likely he wouldn't survive. My wife broke down in tears.
Well, I felt very sad because I thought my baby wasn't going to make it, but on the contrary, my baby fought.
Our son spent 7 long months in the hospital, facing several surgeries, even on his head. It was very complicated. He couldn't eat. To feed him, since he couldn't eat like a normal baby, they put a little tube in his stomach to feed him through a machine. His lungs weren't developed, so they put a ventilator in his throat, in his trachea. That ventilator gave him oxygen all the time. He came home in those conditions. In the middle of the storm, we met an Adventist nurse. She took care of our son and also of our faith. And they brought in a nurse. Her name is Sarita Madero, and brother, she was the bridge, let's say, the connection that God used so that we could learn about the Adventist message. We felt like the world was crashing down on us, the child in such a tough situation, one surgery, then another, and it seemed like things just kept getting more complicated. But when we came to church, we sought God and were able to feel that peace. We learned to trust God in the midst of pain. We gave Him our anguish, our fears. And He answered us with strength, comfort, and hope.
You know, even when you're walking with God, you have a lot of faith that He will help you get through, even though the doctors were saying something else. The doctors even went as far as to say they should disconnect him. But no, I said no, that I would leave it up to God. If God wanted to take him, then He could take him.
He was in a serious condition, hooked up to many machines. Those machines never be taken off him. The brothers at church prayed. Brothers come, pray, visit us. The pastor come pray with us. He would say, God will work in him. And the first great news we received from God was that at 3 years old, they could finally remove the little tube he had in his stomach, and he started eating by mouth. At 5 years old, they removed the tube he had in his trachea. Because the doctor told us his lungs have developed now, he can breathe on his own. Brother, we can see miracle after miracle. Today our son is 18 years old. Even though he was left with some physical limitations and depends on medication and a special diet, his life is truly a miracle. Israel is 18 years old now. He just graduated from high school last month. We had his high school graduation ceremony. We cried, my wife and I, we truly cried when he received his well-deserved diploma, and all things considered, he is perfectly healthy.
Sometimes people say that God doesn't exist. Of course God exists, and He performs many miracles, and there is my son. He is one of those miracles that He does.
He has no health problems. He is a blessing in our home. I serve as a church elder, and every time I see him, I remember that God listens and answers. I truly think prayer has been the most important and essential bridge for us to connect with God in times of great distress. There have been tough times, more than you can imagine. And we've seen that coming on our knees, coming in prayer, seeking God together with my wife. The two of us, this has been, let's say, the immediate help that all God's children have, and we've experienced it ourselves. God's faithfulness sustained us in difficult times, and today He shows us His love. Taste and see.
Now let us prepare to be faithful to God with our tithe and offerings.